So we have been having serious conversations since morning, and perhaps I'm good at holding senior conversations. I'm tense now because this is going to be an interesting conversation for sure.
Looking forward. Yeah.
So we all know you as a great actor, humanitarian, and all the philanthropy initiatives that you have taken. Uh, my set of questions are in three parts. One is about film, one is about entrepreneurships, and second is about philanthropy. But to begin with, generally people believe in one segment of roles. Ya to hero bante hai, ya to villain bante hai. You have done both. In fact, I saw this Telugu movie called Arundhati, and I was so impressed to see you on the screen as a villain. I got scared. What makes you happy on the screen, as an actor hitting villains or villain hitting the actor?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you so much for having me here. And like I said, I came from a small town in Punjab called Moga. Became an engineer from Nagpur. And then with a lot of dreams, I came to the city, never knew a single soul. But all I knew was that I wanted to entertain people. Doesn't really matter whether you're playing a positive or a negative role, but I think all the roles that I've played, I've tried to bring a smile on a face. I've written scripts, I've written my roles. So every single role that I've done in my career, in all the languages that I've done, I think they've taught me to grow as an actor. I was not formally trained to be one, but like I said, the experiences I had in all these years made me, live this very special journey of an actor. Yeah.
So enjoy both, being an actor hitting the villain and villain also hitting the actor.
No, I think when you play a hero, you hit the villain. They enjoy it, and when I played the villain, I used to hit the hero. Then also they enjoyed me hitting the hero.
Was the course of civil engineering very tough, so that you decided
to
electronics?
Yeah.
Okay, but was the course of electronic engineering very tough?
It was not tough. I think at that time I never thought of getting into this industry. If you ever actually set your goals that you want to become an actor, then the journey of an engineer becomes difficult. But I think I had no option but to study. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed my space as a student.
Yeah. Fantastic. So one common connect here is this is Maharashtra Business Summit. He's from Punjab, but did his electronic engineering from Nagpur. The Maharashtra connect. So noted your points. You also, apart from being actor, villain, you also directed a movie, Fateh, and you got into it. Tell us how the whole world of now the television, the movies is changing because the audience is more about OTT and the whole world is shifting to smartphones. How do you look at all this change?
I would say the opportunities have increased with so many platforms, but yes, the competition has also increased. You have to be 10 out of 10 to survive. It was not that you just make a film or a content and people are going to love it. You have to hold them. The level of content that you see, it's on a different scale. People have an access to all the foreign films, foreign channels, international filmmakers. So you have to compete with them. So you have to keep on learning every single day, growing every single day, and you just can't, loosen your seat belt and just survive in the industry. So if you want to survive, you have to excel.
So that's how you engage with your audience every day.
I try to. I've been writing a lot of my films that I've written. I remember during the Bang days also, when I was writing Chedi Singh's role, I discussed with my director, Abhinav. So that role was inspired from all the students that I had in the college days from Bihar. So I feel as an actor, you need to have those inputs to make sure that people enjoy your presence. And now as a director, when I directed Fateh, again, a lot of things that I couldn't do as an actor, I think as a director, you're able to sketch those things, and thoroughly loved it. And I remember after Fateh, when the studios wanted to start the next one, they said, let's make Fateh 2. And I was writing this film, which is my next. It's a film called Nandi. It took me almost 11 months to write. Every single day, I sit as if I'm going to shoot in next 1 month. So I think every day when you sit with a pen and paper, that not only helps you grow as an actor, as a director, but I think as a person also.
Yeah. Fantastic. I think that's a notable point. there is always a complaint that the people have about Bollywood is more about Bandra to Andheri.
Yeah.
They dominate the whole world. But when we see the great stories, success stories, or in tech language, the great case studies coming from Punjab and becoming a superstar here, is the Bollywood more receptive for the newcomers now, or how's it? What's your view there?
No, I feel it's a tough competition. You know, you have to be really, really good to survive. And no matter how much you achieve, I think God will always keep that carrot hanging. You have to head for the next goal. You give a blockbuster, you have to work really hard for your next one. And if the film fails, again, you have to work hard for the next one. So I think especially our industry is one industry which is very, very tough to survive, you know. And the more you rise in life, you will feel that bottleneck, you know, that you have to limit yourself with the choices that you make, and make sure that every time you perform, you have to make sure that you have survived all these years because you deserve to be there. So yes, it's going to be a tough journey every single day with so many people coming in the industry, and only the fittest is going to survive.
Fantastic. So let me slightly shift my focus to your entrepreneur journey and then the philanthropy. So obviously you have been playing multiple roles. What made you play a role of a family office? What made you become an entrepreneur?
I think it was not a choice. It happened by chance. And I remember during COVID when I was connecting with a lot of people, I remember the first journey that was started by when I was helping people go back to their homes. So they were very much in touch with me. They had my numbers. I still have the same number which I had during those days. And they used to message me that, you know, sir, aapne ghar to bhej diya hai, mujhe abhi job dila dijiye. So I was helping getting those dots connected, calling my friends in the hospitality industry, export houses, pharmaceutical companies, that how I can generate jobs for them. And I started this platform called Pravasi Rozgar. Where, you know, a lot of people from the blue-collar segment, they connected. And we started giving them jobs in thousands. And I don't know how it was happening. I was not trained to do that. But I think somewhere the prayers and wishes of all these families who were surviving in those difficult times made it happen. And the platform grew so much that, you know, one day we partnered with Temasek to scale it up, and the company became good worker. So it was not by choice. It happened because we believed that we have to change lives. We have to bring those smiles on those needy faces, and somewhere wishes did the trick, and we have been able to do many more. So yeah, still miles to go, but the journey is on.
No, I mean, I think that was a great initiative. Whole country has praised you, sir. And we all know you have said it also at many platforms. But tell us that one story which really encouraged you to help those people, because people sitting in the, people were at their homes, lockdown, many people felt that we should help. But we were just thinking. You literally went on street and helped them. What is that one story that really kicked you and you thought, ki boss, abhi karna hai inko?
You know, I always used to get those trucks at a place in Thana called Kalba Chowk, where the whole migrant movement was very strong. And I remember I came across a family, you know, husband, wife, and a little son, you know, few months old in their arms, and another 3-4 old standing beside them. And they said, we want to go to Karnataka. And can you give us fruits for 8 to 10 days? So I said, why 8 to 10 days? They said, we are going to walk all the way. So I said, can I arrange buses for you? And he said, sir, lockdown hai, possible nahi hai. So I said, let me try. How many of you are, you know, together? He said, almost 350 people. So I went to the police station, spoke to them. They said, you know, get all the COVID certificates from them, get the permission from that particular state so that they let the buses enter, because the buses were still not functional. But somehow I think things happened, and I got the permission for those 350 people to leave Maharashtra for Karnataka. And when I was there, seeing them off, you know, the kind of love that I got was, you know, I can't put in words. Everyone had tears in their eyes, and they said कि जब हम अब ठीक हो गए, अगर हम घर पहुंच गए तो वापस आके मिलेंगे ज़रूर. And when I was coming back from that place, you know, I saw thousands and thousands of people, standing under those bridges, flyovers, and everything was like a slow motion. In movies you feel that everything has changed. And I called my family. I said, this is not the story of these 350 people who are going back. So I'll make sure that, till the last migrant reaches back to their native state, wherever they are. So I'll continue this journey, and this is how it started. And somewhere, we all could make it happen.
And with your own money.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's applause, I think. That's the appreciation. We have heard it a couple of times, but still we believe in you, and we would like to listen to it.
I won't like to take the credit on my own. I think everyone, maybe many of you sitting here also, were instrumental in making that things happen. The biggest lesson that I learned, and I think it's very, very important for all of us to know that we are all connected in some way to make anything happen. But somewhere we feel that thing, अरे यार मैं उसका एहसान क्यों लूँ? I've called someone to generate a job for someone, तो एक बार हो गया ना, मैं दोबारा एहसान क्यों लूँ? And we stop. So I think the biggest moral of the story that I've got, which is a very precious one, don't think twice calling somebody you don't know for somebody you don't know.
Yeah.
So I think you have to keep on taking those favors to change lives, and that's what I've learned. In fact, in one of the Times conclave, we were having somewhere in Guwahati, I remember. So I always cite that example, that how life changed. I went there, and I had given my suit to get ironed, before the event. And the guy who, the housekeeper, the laundry guy in the hotel, he had put a small chit in my pocket. And when he was hanging the suit, he said, "Ki sir, मैंने आपकी पॉकेट में ना अपना एक नंबर लिख के रखा हुआ है, तो मेरी जो बेटी है उसने बीएड किया है और उसको जॉब चाहिए, एंड वी आर गोइंग थ्रू वेरी टफ टाइम्स, अगर आप कहीं उनको जॉब दिला देंगे तो बड़ा अच्छा हो जाएगा." सो वी वर इन गुवाहाटी एट द टाइम. आई सेड मैं कोशिश करता हूँ, एंड ऐसे ही हम स्टेज पे गए जैसे आज हम बैठे हुए हैं. एंड आई सेड बिफोर वी स्टार्ट द सेशन, आप बताइए कि कौन सा आप में से education background क्या है. So there are a couple of people who were there, sir, हमारे colleges हैं. And I said, then I gave the example कि this gentleman gave me this slip, and I want to help him, his daughter get a job. तो दो लोग आए, उन्होंने बोला कि सर कल हम पूरी कोशिश करके उनको जॉब दिला देंगे if the girl is deserving. And next morning when I landed in Bombay, I got that video from that university that we have already done the interview, and this girl has been appointed.
Wow.
And she has started his journey. So that was the biggest example. I thought, I went to Guwahati to get a job for her, not for that particular conclave. So I think this is how I've been able to, help people. Yeah.
This is so inspiring, but quickly, are you carrying any chit also today?
Yeah, but our pockets are still
because we have so many entrepreneurs here.
Yeah.
But in English, as they say, there is no free lunch.
जी.
I'm sure पूरा यूपी बिहार आपको free lunch देने के लिए तैयार है.
तैयार है बिल्कुल. I think and I'm all set for लिट्टी चोखा in Bihar and यूपी में जब मर्जी बुलाओ पहुंच जाऊंगा मैं यार.
Yeah, बिल्कुल. So let me now focus on specifically entrepreneur. जब आप इस role में आ ही गए हैं entrepreneur के, what is your criteria now? Because I think the startups that you have also entered has a human touch and not typical those business value. So how do you want to grow as an entrepreneur? What kind of investments do you want to make?
I don't want to be a founder. I want to be an enabler. India has a lot of ideas. We have plenty of them. But somewhere, I feel the structure is missing. Where how to, put those things in the right direction. So I try to do that. Whenever I meet people, I just don't explore them as a brand who has approached me. I always do the numbers, how we can make this bigger. The best example is there's a social media platform called Explurger. It's a very, very popular one with millions of users. I remember when I met this guy, Jitin Bhatia, he's from South Africa, and he said, "Sonu bhai, I made this platform, or I want you to be as a face." When he studied, I said, "Let me get into the system, let's make it big." And in 1.5, 2 years, it became a very, very big company. A lot of funds were raised, and it's doing very, very well. So I thought that an opportunity will always come to you. You just have to make sure that you give ample time to realize that it has the potential to become very, very big. So I always keep that hunt on, and I'm sure a lot of big entrepreneurs, big people who are going to make our country proud are sitting here, and I want to wish them all the best. And yes, number मेरा आज भी वही है जो पहले दिन था.
So those who want to make a pitch for the startup investments, but any particular sector where you want to work as an enabler and invest, I'm sure a lot of people are here from the startup and the business community also.
The main focus has always been, technology is something which I really feel has got a potential. And like I said, when you start something with the reason of not just making money or generating those numbers, but somewhere which can change a life, can help people and build our country in a better way. So I think that's these 3 pointers I always keep in mind. But like I said, people who have invested so much of time in their startups or their ideas, they are better, individuals than me actually gauging them. But all I can say is I'm a good learner. I know how to follow an idea, and I'm always there to learn, walk with you, and make sure that we achieve our goals that you have ever dreamt. Yeah.
Tell us, I think we heard a lot about your, मैं ज़्यादा बोलूँगा नहीं, but अब रुकना नहीं है, the great initiative. I think a lot we heard about it. Just tell us something about that.
When I started the medical help, so people used to, still they do in last 5.5, 6 years, 400, 500 people, they come to my house every single day, to my office with medical reports. And somehow I was able to connect to all the doctors across the country in different fields. So there's one segment I thought was very, very important, which was a lot of knee surgeries and hip replacement surgeries. So I came across many elders, many young children who wanted their parents to walk, but they never had the money to make it happen. So when I was working on that, so a lot of people said, it's not a life-threatening thing, we have a lot of other problems from cancer to liver transplant to kidney transplants. ये उतनी serious बीमारी नहीं है, इसलिए इस segment में कोई मदद करने वाला नहीं है. So I thought कि जिन माँ बाप ने हमें चलना सिखाया, आज जब वो नहीं चल सकते, so हम उन्हें सिर्फ बैठे हुए नहीं दे सकते. It's very important to hold their hand. और वो पेरेंट्स खर्चा नहीं करना चाहते कि यार 2.5-3 लाख रुपया खर्चा होता है मेरे नी रिप्लेसमेंट में, चला लूँगा काम. वो स्टिक पकड़ के बेचारे स्ट्रगल करते रहते हैं. और जो बच्चे हैं वो कोशिश करना चाहते हैं, बट समटाइम्स दे आर नॉट एबल टू सेव दैट काइंड ऑफ मनी और हेल्प देम. और जब वो पेरेंट्स वापस चलना शुरू करते हैं तो इट्स अ न्यू लाइफ फॉर देम. नहीं तो धीरे धीरे वी हैव ऑलवेज सीन आवर एल्डर्स की चला लेंगे काम, अब तो एज हो गया है, क्या करना है ठीक करवा के. सो वी हैव डन क्लोज टू ऑलमोस्ट 600 सर्जरीज ऑफ नी रिप्लेसमेंट सर्जरीज वी हैव डन. And whenever I meet all these parents, all those children, I think it's much more bigger than any other life-threatening things because they get a new life. So I think that was the reason we started this campaign called "Ab Rukna Nahi, Aapko Chalte Jana Hai." So I think that's how it is.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for enlightening on that part. That's what I just wanted you to listen on. अब रुकना नहीं है. So पहले आपने लोगों को entertain किया, फिर उनको घर पे भेजा, अब आप उनको चलना सिखा रहे हो. How do you do all this?
My mother used to always say one very special line जो हमेशा मैं कोट करता हूँ. वो कहती थी कि अपनी ज़िंदगी की कलम में दुआओं की स्याही डाल लो, कि अपनी ज़िंदगी की कलम में दुआओं की स्याही डाल दो, फिर देखो आपका नाम पन्नों पर नहीं आसमान पर लिखा जाएगा.
Wow. Fantastic. One interesting thing he has done is, there is a temple in Tamil Nadu where he has relieved the elephant and created a mechanical elephant. How that thought came to your mind? Is it because you were electrical engineer?
No, I think I won't take the credit for that. My son Ayan, he's a very sharp boy. He's a 16-year-old and he keeps on doing things on his own. And then we join hands with PETA for that. I think all thanks to them also. They work, endlessly for all the animals. And together we thought, why not give a mechanical elephant to all these people, because they have their emotions in temples. We have seen so many incidents happen, sometimes accidents happen. So why not, give them something which is very pure which stays with them and is safer for them, and that's how we gave them a proper mechanical elephant where they do their pujas, they do their rituals, and still animals are being protected in that environment.
Are you planning such initiatives at other temples as well now?
I don't know. A few of them have approached us. We will identify and we'll try to make that happen too.
Okay, sure. Let me take a pause here. Interval नहीं ले रहा हूँ मैं, but अगर किसी के पास एक दो quick question है, please.
जी.
Can we have a mic here in the second row?
Can I ask?
Yeah, sir, please introduce yourself and then you.
Yeah.
Sir, my name is Vishal. I am Deep Tech Innovators. As COVID times, our Maharashtra under mentorship of our Prime Minister, and he has mentioned about become a COVID warrior actually. And what is our commonness? You have boldness to execute, and I have boldness to something innovation which impact the society actually. So COVID time, because again it's require a lot of social impact. One of my case study telling you. So COVID time, I have developed the nano technology based air filter actually to making mask actually. Because something is, N99 grade mask. Right. And when I was in US last month,
quick question, please.
I was in the mechanical, elephant also in the time, So again, the bold, pitch there. I have developed a small use case of the nose filter, and it can be, a game changer for entire world actually. People has a pollution, and here sustainability also there is a business model. So how you involve such kind of initiatives like, I'm planning to sell more than 50 crores of this nose filter. If you be partner, you get even 1 rupee, you get a 50 crore profit.
Sure.
Thank you.
क्या बात है सर, आज तो मैं बहुत कमा के निकलूंगा यहाँ से. Of course, sir, why not? Like I said, I'm a learner. I'll definitely love to explore with you. Please get connected. We'll sit. I'll get to know more about what you want to do it. और बाकी अगर दुआएं हुई तो फिर करोड़पति तो बन जाएंगे हम दोनों से.
Yeah, so we
Sure,
keep
thank
the
you. Yeah,
pitches
next.
aside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
फिल्म इंडस्ट्री को गवर्नमेंट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र से क्या सपोर्ट चाहिए सर? आपका विश लिस्ट.
मुझे लगता है कि ऑलरेडी काफ़ी सपोर्ट मिलता है, बट फिर भी मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि फिल्म इंडस्ट्री को एक इंडस्ट्री वाली स्ट्रक्चर वैसे नहीं दिया गया. मिलना चाहिए. और मुझे लगता है कि महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट बहुत अच्छे तरीके से काम भी कर रही है. हम फिल्म सिटी में शूट करते हैं यहाँ पर, वहाँ पर नया फिल्म सिटी प्लान हो रहा है. स्पेशली मुंबई के अंदर बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं, बट बहुत सारी चीज़ें मिसिंग भी हैं. सो मुझे लगता है कि कहीं ना कहीं गवर्नमेंट को थोड़ी सी और पॉलिसीज़ बनानी चाहिए हमारी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री के लिए, जहाँ पर उनकी गाइडेंस से हम लोग बेहतर कर सकें. एंड इंडस्ट्री इज़ ऑलवेज देयर टू बी विद द गवर्नमेंट, एंड आई थिंक वील वेलकम ऑल दीज पॉलिसीज़.
Sure. One more. Yes.
Simple question. I am Vinod Agarwal, retired from Indian Navy. So my question is that you are helping people, but as a single person, you can only help 500, 1,000, 2,000. If you plan to enter politics, you can help 1,000, 10,000, lakhs and lakhs of people. So will you plan to enter a politics? Because today politics people want good people, a helping person come, because today politics have become very dirty politics. But we need some good politician who can enter and help the people. And 1,000 people, lakhs of people are waiting for that. Will you enter the politics?
Sir, who knows better than me? सर मुझे ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं ऑफर आए, बड़े ऑफर आए. मुझे जब पंजाब इलेक्शन से सीएम का ऑफर, डेप्यूटी सीएम, ऐसे ये सब भी ऑफर आए थे. एंड आई सेड नहीं सर, मेरे को नहीं आना. आई सेड कितनी बड़ी बात है, आपको पता है आपकी इंडस्ट्री के लोग एक राज्यसभा लेने के लिए, एक पोस्ट लेने के लिए इतना करते हैं, आपको हम डेप्यूटी सीएम दे रहे, सीएम आप क्यों नहीं सोच रहे? सो मुझे लगा कि आई वॉज नॉट रियली रेडी फॉर दैट. एक होता है ना कि आप कई बार आप बैठते हो, नहीं यार करूँ क्या, पंगा ले क्या, फिर बोलते हैं नहीं यार थोड़ा सा रुकते हैं, देखते हैं तैयार है कि नहीं है, थोड़ा सा और ग्राइंड करना ज़रूरी है. एंड वेन एवर आई टेक दैट स्टेप, आई वोंट बी द वन कि यार मैं ये भी कर रहा हूँ वो भी कर रहा हूँ. आई मेक श्योर दैट आई गिव दैट मच ऑफ टाइम टू एवरी सिंगल इंडिविजुअल हु हैज़ चोजन मी टू बी देयर. सो जिस दिन मैं तैयार हो जाऊँगा सर, मैं आपकी जैसी एक जैकेट सिलवा लूँगा सर.
मैंने सिर्फ पॉलिटिक्स का जैकेट पहना. बेसिकली मैं बिजनेस में हूँ, रियल एस्टेट में, और थर्ड मुंबई में लैंड डेवलप कर रहा हूँ. आई वुड रिक्वायर योर हेल्प इफ यू कैन कम.
सर खार में मैं भी कर रहा हूँ सर, चलो मिलके करते हैं कुछ.
खार इज हाई फाई एंड मुंबई 3 इज डेवलपिंग. खार का प्राइसिंग 10 साल में भी आपको.
Thank you. I think we'll take that off stage.
Yes.
सर जहाँ पे पैसे बनने लगते बीच में रोक देते हैं. बताओ.
So we'll discuss afterwards.
Positively, sir.
Yes,
Positively.
thank
Look
you.
forward.
Yeah.
हाँ जी सर.
Okay. Last one, please, quickly.
Sonu, very quick question. We've met multiple times.
जी sir.
I'm very happy to see you there on stage as an actor, as an entrepreneur, and as a humanitarian. I'm myself a cancer survivor.
Sir, for
I am myself a cancer survivor.
Okay.
Okay.
So if I approach you for some support, I'm sure you will be willing to be that, and I'll share my story with you personally, and I would want you to be a part of the camp, because you just now spoke about the chalna seekhna chahiye, but cancer is something which is very big in this
I know,
country,
sir.
and we would need your support.
Yeah. So please, बताइएगा, you know, I've been.
I will reach out to you,
Yeah,
sir.
please.
Thank you.
positively.
Thank you.
so
Bye.
much.
God bless you.
Thank you so much. Sir. Thank you.
Sure. Great. Sir, just two quick question before I let you go. एक AI का बड़ा flavor चल रहा है. Every startup is getting into the AI. You have any plans to do something with AI? What is your view on AI?
हम लोग already काम कर रहे हैं.
Yes.
वहाँ पे, and yes, we have bigger plans, and I think that's one word we really want to explore. और यहाँ पे भी बैठे हैं कि AI वाले?
सारे
अरे वाह, आज तो इतने पैसे इकट्ठे होंगे कि गाड़ी दूसरी बुलानी पड़ेगी यार. But yes, you know, I'd love to. You know, I think being from a tech background, I understand that vertical well. But like I said, you know, AI is something which is very, very important. We can't ignore that. It's not only going to help a lot of people, but it's always going to challenge a lot of jobs too. So AI ने जहाँ पे jobs लेगी, तो वहीं पे AI के through jobs create भी करने हैं. So I think that's what we should aim at. Yeah.
So we know lots of your stories. We have heard you a lot. Now, tell us something perhaps we don't know.
So I think मैं सब कुछ ही जानते हैं सर हमारे बारे में ऐसी
कुछ तो एक आध सीक्रेट होगा.
मैं एक बड़ी कमाल की लाइन बताना चाहता हूँ जो मेरी फिल्म का डायलॉग भी है. सिंस आई राइट डायलॉग्स, और बड़े हिट डायलॉग्स लिखे हैं, उनको अवार्ड्स भी मिले हैं, बट क्रेडिट कभी नहीं लिया. लेकिन अभी लेटली एक दो फिल्म्स में मैंने लेना शुरू किया कि जो लिखते हैं एटलीस्ट अपना नाम तो दे दो यार, हम लिखते हैं. सो व्हेन वी हेल्प पीपल, सो बहुत दफ़ा ऐसा होता है उस जर्नी में, यू नो, आप मदद तो कर देते हैं, लेकिन आपके एक्सपीरियंसेस कई बार अच्छे नहीं होते. यू नो, पीपल डू रॉन्ग थिंग्स, चीट करते हैं, लोगों को बेवकूफ़ बनाते हैं, आपके नाम से पैसा उठाते हैं, बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं. और कई बार आप अच्छा करते हैं तभी भी आपको उसका फ्लैग भी मिलता है कि यार ये क्यों करता है. सो पर हमें रुकना नहीं चाहिए उसके लिए. देयर इज़ अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल लाइन दैट आई रोट विच इज़ अ पार्ट ऑफ माई फिल्म ऑल्सो. इससे कि मदद भी बड़ी कमाल की चीज़ होती है. करो तो लोग भूल जाते हैं, ना करो तो याद रखते हैं.
Fantastic. Now, last point, I think we have heard you a lot, and I mean, this can go on and on, but interval लेना ज़रूरी है. थोड़े भूखे भी लोग हैं हमारे पास. आप बहुत सारे रोल प्ले कर चुके हैं. गोइंग अहेड, यू नो, चाहे ऑन्टरप्रेन्योर हो, फिलांथ्रोफी का रोल हो, लोगों को सपोर्ट करना हो, एक्टर हो, विलन हो, which role do you want to play aggressively going ahead?
I think acting is that I enjoy. You know, giving back to the society is that I'm very, very passionate about, and I think that gives me a good sleep in the night. And I want to continue that journey till my last breath. फिल्में करते रहेंगे, एंटरटेन करते रहेंगे, बट एक पैरेलल वर्टिकल मदद का चलते रहना चाहिए. मेरे सेट पे भी मैं जब शूट करता हूँ, इन बिटवीन द शॉट लॉट ऑफ पीपल कम, जो स्पॉट बॉयज़ हैं, इलेक्ट्रिशियंस हैं, वो सब आते रहते हैं. तो वो वर्टिकल जो जिस सफ़र पर हम लोग चलना शुरू किए हैं, वो अभी ज़िंदगी के अंत तक चलता रहेगा. सो आई वांट टू कंटिन्यू दैट, बट येस, आई वांट टू एंटरटेन पीपल टू. आई थिंक देयर इज़ अ लॉट ऑफ you know, stuff left in me as an actor too, but I think in years to come, yes, I'll make sure I explore that.
Wow, fantastic.
Thank you so much.
So, generally there is a rule that the corporate India should put 2% of their profit into CSR, but we know what happens. Here is the person who's actually doing CSR without any regulations, without any help.
And I always tell, you know, I've got my foundation also. It's called Sood Charity Foundation.
Yes.
जो अभी शुरू किया, मैं तो अपने लेवल पे खुद ही पर्सनल लेवल पे बहुत करता रहा. सबने बोला कि यार अगर बहुत लंबा सर्वाइव करना है, we should continue for generations to come. आप फाउंडेशन भी खोलिए. This is how we started Sood Charity Foundation, and it's doing changing lives, saving millions of people. So yes, be a part of it. Anytime you feel कि हम लोग जुड़ के साथ में हाथ मिला के काम कर सकते हैं, तो just a phone call away.
I am absolutely done with my questions. This is not my topic, but I learnt a lot. I still have maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Just go ahead and talk anything that you want to talk.
नहीं सर आप ही करो बात, मैं अभी क्या बोलूँ, मैंने तो बड़ी पत्ते खोल दिए हैं.
क्या लगता है इंडिया, फिलहाल हम बहुत बड़े बड़े अचीवमेंट की बात कर रहे हैं. 2047 विकसित भारत की बात हो रही है, $5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी की बात हो रही है, वी हैव मोर देन 100 यूनिकॉर्न्स इन द कंट्री इन द स्टार्टअप स्पेस, बहुत ग्रोथ की बात हो रही है. बट सर, when you travel to rural India, when you go to the rural economy, you still feel challenges, people still struggling for water, people still struggling for what is missing in your view, because you met so many people?
You know, I still feel there's a lot of help is needed in the rural India. You know, we talk about 2047, 20 साल 25 साल, पता नहीं किसने क्या देखा है सर. अब क्या होगा नहीं होगा किसी को नहीं पता. बट आई थिंक वी शुड लिव फॉर टुडे, कि कल ज़िंदगी में हम लोग क्या बदल सकते हैं, परसों क्या बदल सकते हैं. सो आई ऑलवेज फील वी शुड ऑलवेज कीप दैट time lines shorter so that we can achieve those goals faster. Make sure that you know you go to a village. I remember कि जब कोविड के दौरान मुझे मल्टीपल ब्रांड्स आने शुरू हुए थे, सो एक सीमेंट का ब्रांड आया था. सो आई मेड श्योर दैट अपार्ट फ्रॉम what I was doing, कि हम लोग मिलके 100 घर बनाएंगे, हम लोग मिलके इलेक्ट्रिकल केबल्स का ब्रांड आया कि चलो हम लोग स्ट्रीट लाइट्स लगाएंगे, पेंट का ब्रांड आया तो हम लोग घर पेंट करेंगे. सो आई मेड श्योर दैट एवरी ब्रांड दैट वुड अप्रोच मी फॉर समथिंग, कहीं ना कहीं उसके साथ हम जिंदगी भी बदलें. आई थिंक दैट मेड दैट बॉन्ड स्ट्रॉन्गर.
Fantastic, sir. I think we should just go on, but you know the time is limited. The anchor is looking at me. But thank you so much, you know, for all those meaningful insights. It's really inspiring. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And God bless you all and wish you all the best. May you become multi-billionaires. और फिर मुझे ब्रांड एम्बेसडर साइन कर लेना आप.